Good morning, everybody. I'm Jake, and today I'm going to be reading Job 8 through 14. Let me just grab something to prop my phone up with a little bit and some water because mouth gets quite dry. Let me fix my hair just so not looking full here. Get a pen to highlight, and let's get right into it. Bookmark here. See, I got that. We're leveling up. Okay, set this to the side. I might have to take the hoodie off. Sorry for the back knee, guys. Okay. Job 8. Bildad. Then Bildad the Shuhite replied, "How long will you say such things? Your words are a blustering wind. Does God pervert justice? Does the Almighty pervert what is right? When your children sinned against him, he gave them over the penalty of their sin. But if you will look to God and plead with the Almighty, if you are pure and upright, and now he will ruse himself on your behalf and restore you to your rightful place." Your beginnings will seem humble, and so prosperous will your future be. Ask the former generations and find out what their fathers learned. For we were born only yesterday and know nothing, and our days on earth are but a shadow. Will they not instruct you and tell you? Will they not bring... Oh, sorry guys, there's someone under here. Yeah? Look at me, dominion over God's creations. Why don't you go in the bed, girl? Or boy. I always call him girl by accident. I don't know. How long okay. Will they not instruct you and tell you? Will they not bring forth words from their understanding? Can papyrus grow tall where there is no marsh? Can reeds thrive without water? While still growing and uncut, they wither more quickly than grass. Such is the destiny of all who forget God, so perish the hope of the godless. What he trusts is in fragile, what he relies on is a spiderweb. He leans on his spiderweb, but it gives away. He clings to it, but it does not hold. He is like a well-watered plant in the sunshine, spreading its shoots over the garden. It winds its roots around a pile of rocks and looks for a place among the stones. But when it is torn from its spot, the place disowns it and says, "I never saw you." Surely its life withers away, and from the soil other plants grow. Surely God does not reject a blameless man, or strengthen the hands of an evildoer. He will yet fill your mouth with laughter and your lips with shouts of joy. Your enemies will be clothed in shame, and the tents of the wicked will be no more. I think I'm going to highlight let me see. Okay. I'm going to highlight verse 11. Can papyrus grow tall when there is no marsh? Can reeds thrive without water? While still growing and uncut, they wither more quickly than grass. Such is the destiny of all who forget God, so perish the hope of the godless. Okay, so I highlighted Job 8, verse 11 to verse 13. I thought that was very powerful. Those without God will wither just like weeds. Sorry for looking tired, guys. Sorry, guys. I was kind of tired last night because I couldn't sleep last night. Not tired last night, tired right now. But I'm gonna read this. I was about to say crank them out, but I actually like doing this. I think reading them out loud actually helps me understand it better, because I don't know if you guys ever done it before where you're like reading it straight and you like don't understand, especially when you're reading the generations. But I feel like I understand it way better when I'm reading it out loud, because I feel like you can't skimp over words. And yeah, I just think it's a helpful way to do it. You guys should try. And yeah, okay, that was verse 8. Just talking about how I don't know who okay, so this is Job. So far has been a not so far, but I think 7 has been Job talking to someone, and then this is their reply, saying, those without God wither away, and God does not reject the blameless man or strengthen the hands of evildoers. He will yet fill your mouth with laughter and your lips with shouts of joy. Your enemies will be clothed in shame, and your tents of the wicked will be no more. I'm going to highlight verse 20. Surely God does not reject a blameless man or strengthen the hands of evildoers. He will yet fill your mouth with laughter and your lips with joy, or with shouts of joy. Your enemies will be clothed in shame, and the tents of the wicked will be no more. So I just highlighted Job chapter 8, verse 20 through 22. Okay, another sip of water. Sorry, guys. Shout out Steelers. Then Job replied, Indeed, I know that this is true. But how can a mortal be righteous before God? Though one wished to dispute with him, he could not answer him one time out of 1,000. His wisdom is profound, his power is vast. Who has resisted him and come out unscathed? He moves mountains without knowing it, and overturns them in anger. He's in the bathroom. Got this cool bracelet at school a couple days ago. I think it's very powerful to me because, even though it's not the Bible, I just want to show you guys it. Nami, ending the silence. Go here. Basically, this teacher came to talk to at our school, told us about mental health awareness and stuff. Not all of us are powerful like Job. You know, Job is very mentally strong. Even though he's not physically strong, we know that. He's very fragile. His mind is very strong. Zippy's there. And then my brother's cat Bingus is whining at the door. So, I mean, I look like I just stayed up all night, don't I? I'm about to try this new thing. Looks better at night, you know, in the mirror. But yeah, this like men's mental health, or not men's, just everyone's mental health. I mean, you know, everyone struggles, some more than others. You know, I don't understand everyone's struggles. You know who does? God does. God did. All right. I think he just went back. So let's open up to my Job bookmark. Yo Studios. All right. Job. Then Job replied, Indeed, I know that this is true, but how can a mortal be righteous before God? Though one wished to dispute with him, he could not answer in one time out of 1,000. His wisdom is profound, his power is vast. Who can resist him and come out unscathed? He moves mountains without their knowing it, and overturns them in his anger. He shakes the earth from its place and makes its pillars tremble. He speaks to the sun, and it does not shine. He seals off the light of the stars. He alone stretches out the heavens and treads on the waves of the sea. He is the maker of the Bear and Orion, and Pleiades, and the constellations of the south. He performs wonders that cannot be fathomed, miracles that cannot be counted. And he passes me, I cannot see him. When he goes by, I cannot perceive him. If he snatches away, who can stop him? Who can say to him, what are you doing? God does not restrain his anger. Even the cohorts of Rahab cowered at his feet. How, then, can I dispute with him? How can I find words to argue with him? Though I were innocent, I could not answer him. I could only plead with my judge for mercy. Now if I summoned him and he responded, I do not believe he would give me a hearing. He would crush me with a storm and multiply my wounds for no reason. He would not let me regain my breath, but would overwhelm me with misery. It is a matter of strength. He is mighty. And if it is a matter of justice, who will summon him? Even if I were innocent, my mouth would condemn him. If I were blameless, it would pronounce me guilty. Although I am blameless, I have no concern for myself. I despise my own life. It is all the same. It is why I say, he destroys both the blameless and the wicked. When a scourge brings sudden death, he mocks the despair of the innocent. When a land falls into the hands of the wicked, he blindfolds its judges. If it's not he, then who is it? My days are swifter than a runner. They fly away without a glimpse of joy. They skim past like a boat of papyrus, like eagles swooping down on their prey. If I say, I will forget my complaint, I will change my expression and smile. I still dread all my suffering, for I know you will not hold me innocent. Since I am already found guilty, why should I struggle in vain? Even if I wash myself with soap and my hands with washing soda, you would plunge me into a slime pit so that even my clothes would detest me. He is not a man like me, I might answer him, that we might confront each other in court. If only there were something to arbitrate between us, to lay his hand upon us both. Someone to remove God's rod from me, so that his terror would frighten me no more. Then I would speak up without fear of him. But as it now stands with me, I cannot. I loathe my very life. Therefore I will give free rein to my complaint. How many wrongs and sins have I committed? Show me. Oh, that's not a sketch page. So that was the end of 9, but so basically what he is saying, what I believe he's saying is, even though all these things that has happened to Job, God didn't even do them, it was Satan, but he doesn't know that. And Satan isn't even the devil yet. Satan's an angel, I think, still. And he's testing Job to see his faith to God. He's saying how powerful God is, and how can someone speak up to him? How can someone judge him? How can someone go against him unscathed? How can a mortal go against him? And Job is saying, I don't know if God was testing to see if. Pretty sure they're saying if he was still God fearing, not if he had complete faith in what the Lord was doing. So we'll have to see. Let's continue. So basically, like what I just said, that's all I'm really thinking about Job right now. I mean, of course, I think about it. I just don't know what else to say. Okay. Job 10. I loathe my very life, therefore I will give free rein to my complaint. I'm going to underline this because I think this is strong from what my bracelet is like. It's about mental health. And Job was very seriously struggling with that. He loathes his very life, so much has gone wrong. He went from, in nowadays terms, not rags to riches to rags. So I loathe my very life, therefore I will give free rein to my complaint, and speak out in the bitterness of my soul. I will say to God, sorry guys. Sorry. I feel like I have spider senses right now. Alright, I'm just going to keep reading to 14. Okay. I will say to God, do not condemn me, but tell me what charges you have against me. Does it please you to oppress me, to spurn the work of your hands, while you smile on the schemes of the wicked? Do you have eyes of flesh? Do you have as a mortal sees? Are your days like those of a mortal, or your years like those of a man, that you must search out my flaws and probe after my sin? Though you know that I am not guilty, and that no one can rescue me from your hand shaped me and made me. Will you now turn and destroy me? Remember that you molded me like clay. Will you now turn me into dust again? Did you not pour me out like milk and curdle me like cheese? Clothe me in skin and flesh, and knit me together with bones and sinews. You gave me life and showed me kindness, and you provided watch over my spirit. But this is what you concealed in your heart, and I know that this was in your mind. If I sinned, you would be watching me, and would not let my offense go unpunished. If I am guilty, woe to me. Even if I am innocent, I cannot lift my head, for I am full of shame and drowned in my affliction. If I hold my head high, you stalk me like a lion, and again display your awesome power against me. Bring new witnesses against me, and increase your anger towards me. Your forces come against me and wave upon wave. Why then did you bring me out of the womb? I wish I had died before any eye saw me. If only I had never come into being, or had carried together from the womb of the grave. Are not my few days almost over? Turn away from me so I can have a moment's joy, before I go to the place of no return, to the land of gloom and deep shadow, to the land of the deepest night, of deep shadow and disorder, where even the light is like darkness. I'm going to highlight this again, because this is very real. This is how some people feel. Why did you bring me out of the womb? I wish I had died before any eye saw me. If I only had never come into being, or had been carried straight from the womb to the grave. This is how some people feel, and I would like to look at how Job is feeling now and be able to compare it. So that's why I underlined it. I underlined Job 10, verse 18 to verse 19. I want to be able to, because we know God is going to solve this. God is powerful, or hopefully He's going to solve it. If not, then it wasn't His plan. Okay, Job, verse 11, after I think so. Okay. Just get this. Okay. Job. I don't know what to do. Job, verse 11. Zophar. Then Zophar the Naamite replied, "Are all the words to go unanswered? Is this talker to be vindicated? Will you idle talk reduce men to silence? Will no one rebuke you and then mock you when you mock? You said to God, 'My beliefs are flawless and I am pure in your sight.' Oh, how I wish that God would speak, that he would open his lips against you and disclose to you the secrets of wisdom. For true wisdom has two sides. Know this, God has even forgotten some of your sin. Can you fathom the mysteries of God? Can you probe the limits of the Almighty? They are higher than the heavens. What can you do? They are deeper than the depths of the grave. What can you do? Their measure is longer than the earth and wider than the sea. If he comes along and confines you in prison and convenes a court, who can oppose him? Surely he recognizes deceitful men, and when he sees evil, does he not take note? But a witless man can no more become wise than a wild donkey colt be born of a man. Yet if you devote your heart to him and stretch out your hands to him, if you put away the sin that is in your hand and allow no evil to dwell in your tent, then you will lift up your face without shame. You will stand firm and without fear. You will surely forget your trouble, recalling it only as waters gone by. Life will be brighter than noonday, and darkness will become like morning. You will be secure, because there is hope. You will look about you and take your rest in safety. You will lie down with no one to make you afraid. Many will court your favor, but the eyes of the wicked will fail, and escape will elude them. Their hope will become a dying gasp. Okay, I'm going to highlight, yet if you devote your hearts to him, and stretch out your hands to him, if you put away your sin that is in your hand, and allow no evil to dwell in your tent, then you will lift up your face without shame. You will stand firm without fear. So I highlighted Job 11, verse 13 to verse 15. Okay. Job chapter 11. Job. Then Job replied, "Doubtless you are the people, and wisdom will die with you. But I have a mind as well as you. I am not inferior to you. Who does not know all these things? I have become a laughingstock to my friends, that I called upon God and answered. A mere laughingstock, you righteous and blameless. Men at ease have contempt for misfortune at the fate of those whose feet are slipping. The tents of marauders are disturbed, and those who provoke God are secure. Those who carry their gods in their hands. But ask the animals, they will teach you, or the birds in the air, they will tell you, or speak to the earth, it will teach you. Or let the fish of the sea inform you, which of all these does not know that in the hand of God, that the hand of the Lord has done this, in the life of every creature, in the breath of all mankind. Does not the ear test word as the tongue tastes food? Is not wisdom found among the aged? Does not long life bring understanding? To God belong wisdom and power. Counsel and understanding are his. What he tears down cannot be rebuilt. The man be imprisons cannot be released. If he holds back the waters, there is drought. If he lets them loose, they devastate the land. To him belong strength and victory. Both deceived and deceiver are his. He leads counselor away, stripped and make food of judges. He takes off the shackles put on by kings, and ties a loincloth around their waist. He leads priests away, strips and overthrows men long established. He silences the lips of trusted advisers and takes the discernment of elders. He pours contempt on nobles and disarms the mighty. He reveals the deep things of darkness and brings deep shadows into the light. He makes nations great and destroys them. He enlarges nations and disperses them. He deprives the leaders of the earth of their reason. He sends them wandering through a trackless waste. They grope in darkness and with no light. He makes them stagger like drunkards. Man, this is all just a conversation between or between a group of people and Job. And Job is saying they both know God is powerful, right? But he's saying that he hates his life and why has God done this to him? And then the group of people are saying, if you devote yourself to God, then you will be okay and you'll laugh once more. So, and you will have joy. Let me read this again. Surely God does not reject the blameless man or strengthen the hands of the evildoers. He will yet fill your mouth with laughter and your lips with shouts of joy. Your enemies will become clothed in shame, and the tents of the wicked will be no more. So, sorry guys, notification. Okay, I'm going to read Job verse 13, or Job chapter 13. My eyes have seen all this. My ears have heard and understood it. What you know, I also know. I am not inferior to you, but I desire to speak to the Almighty and to argue my case with God. You, however, smear me with lies. You are worthless physicians, all of you. If only you would be altogether silent. For you, that would be wisdom. Hear now my argument. Listen to the plea of my lips. Will you speak wickedly on God's behalf? Will you speak deceitfully for him? Will you show him partiality? Will you argue the case for God? Would it turn out well if he examined you? Could you deceive him at your might, deceive men? Can you deceive him as you might deceive men? He would surely rebuke you. If you secretly showed partiality, would not his splendor terrify you? Would not the dread of him fall on you? Your maxims are proverbs of ashes. Your defenses are defenses of clay. Keep silent and let me speak. That let it come to me in what may. Why do I put myself in jeopardy and take my life in my hands? Though he slay me, yet will I hope in him. I will surely defend my ways to his face. Indeed, this will turn out for my deliverance, for no godless man would dare come before him. Listen carefully to my words. Let your ears take in what I say. Now that I have prepared my case, I know I will be vindicated. Can anyone bring charges against me? If so, I will be silent and die. Only grant me two things, O God, and then I will not hide from you. Withdraw your hand far from me, and stop frightening me with your terrors. Then summon me, and I will answer, or let me speak, and you reply. How many wrongs and sins have I committed? Show me my offense and my sin. Why do you hide your face and consider me your enemy? Will you torment a wind-blown leaf? Will you chase after dry chaff? Will you write down bitter things against me, and make me inherit the sins of my youth? You fasten my feet in shackles. You keep close watch on my paths, by putting marks on the soles of my feet. So man wastes me like something rotten, like a garment eaten by moths. So, this is, let me check how many chapters there are in Job, just because I want to see if we finish it here. in one big stretch. Yep, so we're going to finish all of Job by 13 sewing. So, except for today's 1, 2, 3, 4. We got 4 more days of Job. Excuse me. Job is asking God, praying to bring him before him so he can plead his case, even though he knows he won't win. He wants to plead with him. Okay, let's read chapter 14. Job chapter 14. Man born of woman is of few days and few of trouble. He springs up like a flower and withers away. Like a fleeting shadow he does not endure. Do you fix your eyes on such a one? Will you bring him before you for judgment? Who can bring what is pure from the impure? No one. Man's days are determined. You have decreed the number of his months, and have set limits he cannot exceed. So look away from him, and let him alone, till he was put in his time like a hired man. At least there is hope for a tree. If it is cut down, it will sprout again, and its new shoots will not fail. Its roots may grow old in the ground, and its stump die in the soil. Yet the scent of water it will bud, and put forth shoots like a plant. But man dies, and it's laid low. He breathes his last, and is no more. As water disappears from the sea, or a riverbed becomes parched and dry, so man lies down and does not rise, till the heavens are no more. Men will not wake, or be roused from their sleep. If only you will hide me in the grave, and conceal me till your anger has passed. If only you would set me a time, then remember me. If a man dies, he will live again. All the days of my hard service, I will wait for my renewal to come. You will call, and I will answer you. You will long for the creature your hands have made. Surely then you will count my steps, but not keep track of my sin. My offense will be sealed up in a bag. You will cover over my sin. But as mountains erode and crumble, and as rocks is moved from its place, as water wears away stones, and torrents wash away the soil, so you destroy man's hope. You overpower him once for all, and he is gone. You change his countenance and send him away. If his sons are honored, he does not know it. If they are brought low, he does not see it. He feels but the pain of his own body, and mourns only for himself. Okay, that's today's readings. Okay, let's talk about this. He's pleading for his case. He's saying he wants to die. He's saying if only he would look away from him in the grave. Like, he just wants to be forgotten. He just wants to, dead, laid in the grave and forgotten. And, yep, that's what Job's saying. He doesn't feel like living. He'd rather die and be all forgotten to eternal darkness. That's very cold in here. I'm gonna turn that fan off after this video. But yeah, so let's go into here. Hopefully this has some. I think it was on page 145. All right. So we read up to 14. So we're going to read a lot in one day. Okay. Okay. We still haven't read up to this part. So, this is all for later in Job, which we will get to tomorrow when we read 15 through 22. And the day after that, we're going to read 23 to 31. So some big readings coming up, which excited for, excited to read, excited to learn more, and excited to be able to know more. So let's go ahead and pray. And then I'm going to go watch Steelers game, and then I'm going to read some more. So let's pray real quick. Dear Lord, Heavenly Father, I pray that you can help bless us and whoever is behind the screen, Lord. I pray that you can help us understand your teachings, help us truly understand what's going on in the gospel. I pray that you help us be like Job, having faith and fearing you, Lord. Pray that you can help us through our daily struggles, and I pray that you can just bless us, and I pray that we can help spread your word, Lord. I thank you for giving us your teachings and helping us through life. Even though we doubt you, even though we sin, I thank you for helping us, Lord. So thank you so much, Lord. In Jesus' name I pray, amen. Go out, read your Bible, and have a good day. I hope to see you tomorrow. Something on here. And I'm gonna go watch the Steelers game. Go Steelers. Like the Browns sometimes, but screw the Browns right now. So yeah, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Stick with me. I'm gonna be reading every single day. We're gonna get through the Bible, and we're gonna do it again, because I'm truly trying to stay on track. So see you guys tomorrow, and see ya.